Hello everyone, welcome to Love and Lux. Today we are going to do a comparison video, and the comparison is going to be between the Damma necklace and the small size, and we're going to compare it to the chain, just the regular chain that I have. It's a very small curb chain, and it is adjustable. There was a subscriber I was talking to in the comment section, and they asked about which one was shinier. And so I said I was going to do a comparison between the two. So I'll give a shout out to the subscriber who I was talking to in the comment section. And I'm going to share with you guys. I am just relaxing at home. I'm drinking some coffee. I've shown you guys my coffee that I make at home before. This is just a Tiffany's mug. It's an oldie but goodie. I bought this years ago. They still obviously sell mugs online, but not this one. And this one I love specifically because it looks like a little box, like a little gift box. And then on the back is just plain like this. So sorry for all the coffee around there, but I'm almost done drinking it. So I just wanted to show that. My little mug. Okay, so we will start with, I'm not sure which one is in which box. I do wear the Damma every day. I put it on when I got it, and I basically haven't taken it off. So I did just take it off just for this video. Okay, so let's see which one this is. Okay, so this is the Damma. This is the small size. And then this one is obviously going to be the curb chain that I was trying to describe. Okay, so we'll pull them out so we can see them side by side. Or let me see if I can lift them up. Lift them both up. The curb chain is longer. I think the curb chain is about 18 inches or so. So because this one is longer and it's adjustable, you can adjust it to be any length, including, you know, the same length as this one, obviously. So let me pull it out of the container. I mentioned to them that even though the curb chain is shinier, I feel like the Damma is made better. So here's the two side by side. The curb chain definitely has more of a shine to it. The Damma is shiny, but I feel like the curb chain, maybe because it's flatter, it has more of a shine to it. It's a different type of shine, but it's definitely more shiny than the Damma. And then I'll show you guys what they both look like on the back. I'll do one at a time. So this is what the curb one looks like. It's, you know, you got to keep in mind it's really, really small, so you can't tell that it's a curb chain. You really can't tell that it's a curb chain when you look at it because it's so small. And then here's what this one looks like in the back. So this one has two settings, one at the bottom and then one here. Let me see. So you can see how it's on that jump ring there. And then I'll try to show this one again, more close up. Okay, here we go. So the person I was talking to, they said they have a chain like this that's adjustable. They also said this part goes more towards the front. And I can't say that I have any experience with that happening with this because I've only worn this once, and when I wore it, I had a pendant on it, and the pendant was um, had a good amount of weight on it. So I think because the pendant had weight on it, it didn't really cause this to move to the front. But I only wore it one time, so I said I'll come back and do an updated video on it once I've had a chance to wear it, more times than just one. Okay, so here they are side by side. The Diamore chain, I feel, is bigger. It's a bigger chain. Um, Not by much. It's not a lot bigger, but it is bigger. Even the part at the bottom, the little logo, you can see the part at the bottom here. The little logo is bigger than this one. So the clasp is the same size. The jump rings, like the part that the chain goes into here, the clasp here, and then the jump ring is the same size on both. The little logo at the bottom is a lot smaller on this one. And this one is bigger. Let me see if I can put them side by side or closer together so you can kind of see the difference in size. So it's noticeably different. And the reason why I'm pointing that out is because some people might want to wear it backwards where this part is in the front. Now, Cartier does sell a chain by itself, like this, without the diamond on the front. And that one, I believe, has 3 settings. And it's cheaper than what this one was. This one, I think, was 7 something. And if you get the one like this by itself, without the diamond on it, I think it's 6 something. That's USD. And so I'm thinking, wow, I should get that one too, but then I have to ask myself, do I really need it? Because I don't, but I don't know. It's something worth looking into. I think I'd want to go into the store to see it in person. To have a chain like this without the diamond on it. And you get 3 adjustable settings. I was watching, I forget what her name is. I'll put her name on the screen. And I'll try to link her video. That's how I knew about the chain, but I didn't know like the details about the chain until I watched her video, and that's what made me become interested in another chain from Cartier. I'm not really sure how to link the videos, so I'll probably just have to put her name on the screen, but I'll try my best. And she has a necklace like this, like with the Diamore chain, and it has the 3 settings on it, but it doesn't have the diamond on the front. And I'm not sure, because with the Diamore line, there's the extra small, small, and then there's the next size up. This one is the small, so it's the medium size, or the middle size. And everything changes. So when you get the small, you get a certain size diamond, a certain size chain, and a certain size little logo here. And then, of course, if you go up to a larger size, everything is larger. And when you go down to the extra small, everything is a lot more small. So with that other chain that doesn't have the diamond, but it's like the Diamore without the diamond, I don't know the length or the thickness of the chain, because a lot of the times on the Cartier website, they don't give the details of the chain. But overall, I just want to show the back of the chains and show the difference between the 2 logos there hanging at the bottom, try to show the difference in the thickness of the chain, as well as show the jump ring that you attach the lobster claw clasp to, and the lobster claw clasp, those are the same size. And I personally think this chain here, the curb link chain, I think that one is more shiny. Let me see. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comment section below. Which one do you think is more shiny? I personally think the curb link is more shiny. Let me see if I could turn it around and show them in the front together. In fact, I'm going to take them off of here and I'm going to put them on my hand. Okay, so here we go. I put both of them on my hand here. So what do you guys think? Do you think one is more shiny than the other? You can see how thick they are too. Like the comparison between the two. They're both dainty chains and very thin to me. They're a good size for an everyday necklace though. I could say that. So what do you think? Do you think one is more shiny than the other? I'm really trying to show the two together because that was basically the main question they had was which one is more shiny? And then also does the ball part at the end, does it fall to the front? And like I said, I've only worn this one once, so I don't have an experience with it falling to the front right now, like that one time when I wore it. But yeah, like I said, I'll come on and I'll do another review when I have more time to wear it. Okay, sorry about that. I felt like the camera wasn't focused, so I had to check it. It was on autofocus, and I cleaned the screen again, so hopefully it's a lot cleaner now, or coming in a lot clearer. Okay, so what I was trying to explain about this chain, it's like a Rolo link chain. How you have each loop, you know, going into the other loop. And it's not like a rounded Rolo chain, so each link is kind of like flat. That's how you get that shine to it. At the end of each piece, that link, the Rolo link part, whatever it's called, it's attached to this little piece here, which is a jump ring. So it's actually going through that last link, and then it's attached to the other pieces here. So each piece moves freely, and it helps it to be more fluid. When it's made in this way, there's less chances for it to break. So each one of these pieces can move. And it's like that at the end of each part of this necklace. It's hard to show. The chain is so small, but basically you can move all pieces on it. With this one, it's not that way. So this one is more soldering involved with this one. So basically this clasp, this lobster claw clasp, is attached to this circular jump ring. And then there is this ball here. And you see how the loop is soldered to the top of the ball? So that's a part where you could have potential breaking. That part could potentially break right there. Because it's soldered right onto the top of the ball. So there's no movement there. Then, not here. You see how there's a jump ring on the end of here? Yeah, here too. So you got the logo dangling at the end of the chain. And then you have the little jump ring that's soldered there. But, and I don't know if I'll be able to get close up and see, this chain is so thin that the very last link can't go through this little jump ring here. So the very last link has to be soldered onto it so that it doesn't move. The Damma necklace, the links are wide enough to where the very last link can go through this jump ring, and then you have fluidity. It can move. If it's not done like how the Damma necklace is, and the end of the chain is just soldered to the jump ring, again, that's another part where it could potentially break right there where it's soldered. So that's 2 parts on this chain where you may have to have repairs sooner or later. And then, so we went over the soldered part on the ball and on the end of the chain. But there's one more part because this is the same. So the end of the chain doesn't go through this jump ring. The end of the chain is soldered to the jump ring. And again, if that's not moving, if you don't have that movement, eventually it's going to break. So that's why I say the Damma necklace is made better. So yeah, that's the comparison between the two. I'll try and get close up and show the clasp on each one, or them together. So yeah, I think the Damma is made better only because when you look at the jump ring, the links on the Damma necklace is bigger. So the link, you can see the link going through this jump ring here on the Damma necklace, whereas this one, I feel like it looks like it's going through as well, but I feel like there's more soldering on this one because the chain is thin. And where you have more soldering, that's each place where it's soldered, that's potential for break, for the chain to break. So there's more soldering on this one, and the chain to me is thinner. But, I mean, I don't know. Time is going to tell how well these wear. And if I'm going to have to take, any one of these in for repair. But the Damma, I do wear it every day and I don't take it off. And like I said, this one I've only worn once. Both of them are just 18 karat yellow gold. This one, I didn't see that it came in any other color. So this one, I only saw that it was in yellow gold. The Damma, however, comes in yellow gold, white gold, and rose gold. And there's different sizes you can pick from. And there's a whole line with Diamore. So they have rings, earrings, necklaces, and bracelets. I really like the Diamore collection. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like this one too, but I do think this one's made better. So again, if you like this, but you don't want the diamond, they do sell it without the diamond for like half the price. And if you like the simplicity of the Diamore collection, but you don't like rose or yellow gold, then they do have it in white gold. And remember, when it has a diamond, that it's going to be rhodium plated. And yeah, I'd like to get the white gold version in the same size, in the medium size. The necklace and the earrings. I mean, the necklace and the bracelet. But I do like them both. I would recommend this one if you just want a chain that you can adjust. I like the ball on the back because you can adjust it to any to any length you want. This one comes down pretty long too. So it could be worn by itself. It could be worn with a pendant. And then you can adjust it depending on what other chains you're wearing with it. And you can adjust it depending on what your neckline is. Both of them are very delicate, but I think they're made pretty well. And then, you know, with Cartier, if you have any issues with it, then you can bring it in for a repair. So yeah, again, let us know in the comment section which one you think is shinier, or which one do you have a favorite. Would you get this chain by itself without the diamond? And what color do you guys like? Are you guys into yellow gold, rose gold, white gold? All? I like to mix my metals. I like all of them, so it doesn't matter to me. Well, my preference is yellow gold though, but I like all metals. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments section. If there's any other videos you guys want me to do, or any other comparisons you guys want me to do, it doesn't have to be jewelry. It could be something that you guys seen in one of my videos before. Oh, just let me know in the comment section. But one thing I wanted to say before I'm done, these two chains get tangled up a lot because they're thin. And I was watching Amy Elizabeth a while back. Sorry about that. That's my husband and my daughter. But I was watching Amy Elizabeth a while back, and she was talking about stacking her necklaces and how they get tangled up. And so what I found works for these is to have a thicker, flat necklace with it. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so this is my Figaro link necklace. You guys have seen me. This is like an everyday necklace for me. I kind of give myself a break from my jewelry from time to time if it's an everyday piece. So I am giving myself a break from this one. But this one is just a 14 karat gold, yellow gold necklace that I got from a local jewelry store. Yeah, and so it's just a 14 karat gold necklace. It's just a solid necklace. The reason I like it is because before, when I would see these, they would be a lot longer and it would be more like a men's length. But this one, I want to say, is probably 16 inches. And so I like how thick it is. I like the weight to it. And I like the length. I like the length of it too. So, this necklace here, when you wear a necklace like this with this type of weight, and I think also because it's flat, when you layer it with thinner necklaces, it stops them from tangling up on each other. And like I said, I think it's because this one here has a weight and a thickness to it that it stops them from tangling. And I notice when the necklaces tangle, they tangle from the back first, and then they wind up getting, the tangles kind of make its way around the front, and then it gets tangled up around the front. So it's just a little tip. If you are layering your necklaces and they keep tangling, it's probably because you just need to add a heavier one. One that has a little weight, and probably I'm thinking what's helping it to not tangle is the fact that it's flat too. So it's a Rolo Link necklace. No, wait, what is it? This is more like a Rolo Link. This is a Figaro, and then this is a curb link. This is a micro, tiny little curb link. But I think because the Figaro is flat, I think that's what's helping to stop it from tangling up the two necklaces. Because I mentioned I wore this one once before, and I mentioned I wore it with a pendant, and this part didn't slide to the front. And I'm not sure if it was because the weight of the pendant that kind of held this part to the back. But what I did notice is these two were getting tangled. And it was getting tangled to the point to where the tangles were coming around all the way to like the sides of my neck. And then I'd have to just untwist them to pull them apart. And I had to keep checking it throughout the day to make sure that they weren't tangled. So that's just a little tip. Try adding a thicker, weightier piece. Maybe even a piece that's a little flat, like maybe a herringbone that has some weight to it, and I think that'll stop them from tangling up. Also, with this one doesn't just flip to the front when I wear it. I've worn this one every day since I got it. So I got this one in October, and now we're at the beginning of December. So this one does not flip. This part here, it doesn't flip to the front, even though this is where all the weight is on the necklace. But one thing I do notice when I'm wearing it, let me see. So if it's on my neck like this, right, and this is like in the middle of my neck, sometimes I'll notice that it'll be kind of off center a little bit. But that's the most I see it do, and then I just pull it back to the middle. And then you guys know with this one, when you talk or move your neck, it kind of flips up a little bit, but I don't mind that. I think and that's because I'm wearing it on the shortest setting too. If I wore it on a longer setting, maybe it wouldn't do that. But I prefer the look of it on the shorter setting. So yeah, when you wear the thinner chains together, they do tangle. These two tangle up. I don't have enough experience with this to tell you if this ball part goes to the front or not. And this one, it moves a little bit, but not that far from the center. Like for the most part, this part is always going to be in the center. It might move a little to the side, but then you just pull it back to the middle. I've never looked at my necklace or felt it and felt that this part was in the back or like halfway over. It just moves just slightly. I don't know, like maybe like once or twice a day, and then I just move it back to the middle. Another thing with these thin chains, they get tangly easy. So you just want to be careful with that. Like I said, with this one, I wear it every single day, so I don't worry about it getting tangled. This part in the back, it does roll too. So when you're wearing it, it'll be like this in the back of your neck. And then you have to just untwist it and hang it back out. That when I'm wearing this, I do check it periodically throughout the day, and then I just grab the little end and then I just pull it to untwist it. Now you can wear this in the front or the diamonds in the back, and for some reason when you wear it like this, when you wear it backwards where this part is in the front, it doesn't roll. So it doesn't go like this, how it rolls up. I don't ever recall, hold on. Somebody's calling me. Anyways, I don't ever recall wearing this backwards where this part rolled up. So when you wear this, if you do want to wear this in the front, you really don't have to worry about this rolling up on you. But when you wear this in the back, then yeah, this rolls up throughout the day, and then you have to unroll it. So that's just one thing to keep in mind if you do want to get this necklace. Whether it has a diamond or not, it's going to roll up on you like this in the back. and then you just have to unroll it. Even with the, you guys know I have the, what is that? Van Cleef & Arpels Magic Alhambra? No, mine is the Vintage Alhambra, in the black onyx. And the chain, if I wear my Alhambra on the shortest setting, which that's my favorite way to wear it, the chain on that one does the same thing. It'll roll up. The chain on this one does the same thing too. So keep that in mind. If you're wearing this on the shortest setting, it will roll up on you. And then sometimes this, if you're wearing another, say for example, you had this on and then you wore this one too. The two parts at the end can get tangled together when you're wearing them together. So not only do they roll up, but these two parts sometimes can get twisted up with each other. So I'm just trying to give you guys some information on these in case you want one, or in case you want both, or in case you plan on layering it with other pieces. Just some of the things to think about. So yeah, hopefully I was able to help, and this comparison was decent. Yeah. Ultimately, I think they're close as far as like the thickness. I'd say they're very close, but the Diamore I think is a little more. I think the Diamore is a little more thicker than this one. So, yep. That's it. That's all. I hope you guys liked the video. Bye.